Imagine a creature silent, still, just standing there, but the second you look away, it bolts towards you. You blink, you die. Or not literally blink, but close enough. This is Don't Blink, and I made it throughout last week. Let me show you how it went. So, here's the deal. I love horror games, the kind that doesn't just rely on jump scares or loud noises, but it actually gets in your head, stuff that lingers. And for a while, I had this idea bouncing my head. What if the monster didn't chase you when you were looking at it, but instead it moved the second you weren't? I know, it's not literally tied to your eyes or your blinks. It's not just a webcam tracking, eyeball scanning monster. That'd be cool, sure, but a bit overkill. It's a metaphor. You look away, and it moves. You don't, it freezes. That's it, and it's terrifying. So, how does it work? The creature uses a line of sight. As long as you're looking at it, even just a tiny bit of peripheral vision in, it stays frozen. But the minute you turn your back, it moves, and fast. Really fast. It's the ultimate don't turn around challenge. You end up slowly backing down hallways, constantly checking corners, spinning around like a paranoid Beyblade because you're sure it's right behind you. Originally, I had the monster crawling on all fours, classic horror crawler, but that ended up being more funny than scary. So now it just walks, but not in a normal way. It kind of just like an awkward, twitchy mannequin that doesn't understand how the knees work. The result? Pure nightmare fuel. In Don't Blink, your goal is simple on paper. Escape. You're inside a facility, a maze of dim corridors, flickering lights. Somewhere inside are 5 digits, scattered and hidden in different rooms. You must collect them all, mash them into a code, and open the final safe. Inside that safe, a gun. You get 1 chance to kill the monster. That's it. Sounds easy, right? Nope. The monster is constantly stalking you. The longer you take, the faster it gets. It doesn't teleport, it runs. And you can hear the footsteps when it's moving. But only when you're not looking. So there's this awful loop where silence means safety. Making the mechanic actually feel right was one of the hardest parts. How do you stop the monster perfectly when you're looking at it? What if you only see it slightly? What if it behind glass? What happens if you spin too fast? I had to constantly tweak it so it didn't feel janky. And then there's the AI. I needed it to chase you, but also to play fair. It needed to find you across the map, use nav mesh, and then stop when it knew it was being watched. At one point it was literally sprinting straight through walls like the Kool-Aid Man. That was a bug. The map is small tight, even but it's designed to feel suffocating and eerie in the best way possible. Creepy, not because of what you see, but because of what the brain tells you. You might just be out of view. I used an asset pack as a base and layered in details to make it feel something between a derelict warehouse. Imagine if an SCP facility had a budget cut and it was buried under an IKEA backrooms renovation project. Scattered across the map, you find some old newspapers, still intact. I don't want to force the law onto you though. Everything looks like it used to be normal, but now it's definitely not. Eventually, if you get all the 5 digits and find the safe, you can open it, grab the gun, and if you time it right, if you're brave enough to look away long enough to bait it towards you, you can take the shot. 1 bullet. If you hit, you win. If you miss, well, you better not blink. So yeah, this is a short horror project, but this time, the whole studio is working on something way, way bigger. If you want to support our upcoming full horror game, it's still under wraps, way more ambitious. You can fill out the Google form in the description, join the Discord and become part of the chaos. Or, if you're feeling generous, anything you donate to our itch.io page helps a ton, and it goes straight into future development. This game is scary to make, scary to play. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever look at an empty hallway the same way again. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to turn every light on my house back on and pretend this thing isn't still crawling around in my head. Don't forget to like, sub, and what have you do. Don't blink.